Hello Gemini, welcome to a how they feel about you love reading. We're going to be looking at what your person is currently thinking or feeling about you or about this connection, and what are their true intentions towards you. Keep in mind that these readings are general, Gemini, so they will not resonate with every Gemini watching. So let's see, for Gemini, spirits, angels, guides, what guidance messages do you have for Gemini regarding love? Gemini, this will be a reading for those of you that are in a connection already or have someone in mind. Okay, so let's jump into what's going on in your connection at this time. What's going on for Gemini in love with this other person's spirit? What do we need to know? Wow, Knight of Wands reverse. Not a great start. What else? What else do we need to know about what's going on between Gemini and this person? The Chariot, Cancer energy. Someone messed up. I can already tell. I'm feeling it. Let's see, what else? What else can you tell me for Gemini? I think this is going to be one of those readings where someone caused distance. Yep, Five of Cups reverse. Someone messed up in the past, and I feel like they still think about it, they're still there, or they want to overcome it with the Five of Cups reverse. The Chariot is here, and typically the Chariot is a card about moving forward, but I just feel like this is someone that can't move forward. What's at the bottom of the deck? I'm just curious. Six of Wands reverse, yes. There's no, if someone wants to overcome the past, if someone wants to regain what they lost here with the Five of Cups reverse, I don't think that it's happening, or I don't think they at least know the way. Tell me about the Chariot. Tell me about the Chariot. Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? The Tower reverse. Yikes. And the Page of Swords. I feel like someone moved away, or there was distance between you. Like one of you left this connection, and I feel it was after a tower, but I feel like this tower, there was no closure with this tower. And I feel like you still watch each other at a distance, or at least one of you still keeps tabs on the other. The Eight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is happening even though one of you has already walked away from this connection. So it's funny because you're not together. You and this person are not in a connection at this time, or you're not in a relationship at this time, but I feel like you still are connected through something. It's not physically. Tell me about the Five of Cups reverse. Why is the Five of Cups reverse? Justice. Yeah, someone definitely wants, they still think about what was wrong, what was done wrong, or what they did that was wrong, and I feel like they want to fix it, or at least they are seeing it from all angles and understanding it enough to get to a point where balance is very important. Libra energy here. Bottom of the deck we have the Ten of Swords. Something definitely ended here. I don't know when I'm just waiting for the day when I can have a really happy reading for my Geminis. One day I just want to have something good to say. I feel like Geminis, or at least the Geminis that I read for, justice is on the way. Justice is owed to you. But I feel like it's been difficult getting there, and it's almost like it was unnecessarily difficult. Towers are not easy. Ten of Swords, not easy. Knight of Wands reverse, also not easy, because this is somebody that failed you or wasn't able to commit to you. They do one thing, or they say one thing but do another, so you can't rely on them. They're not dependable in the Knight of Wands reverse. Tell me about the Knight of Wands reverse. What do we need to know about the Knight of Wands reverse? What do we need to know? Yeah, King of Wands reverse. This is somebody that screwed up royally and still thinks about it. There's a Nine of Swords reverse at the bottom of the deck here. I feel like they're trying to not let it like eat them up. Maybe they're trying to, honestly, I feel like this is someone that's still thinking about the past. And I'm starting to think that it's not just their fault. Like, I feel like you have regrets too. But I don't know why. I feel that this is not, there's a reason that you're both kind of looking each other's way. I don't think you got closure from whatever happened with this tower. It could have been a tower a long time ago, or recent. It doesn't matter because the impact is the same. Strength, Leo energy. You could be dealing with a fire sign, but what I'm seeing here is someone who is trying to control their feelings of what happened, or at least regain strength, because I feel like this took an emotional toll. Whether this is how you feel because you were misled or mistreated, or this is how they feel because they wronged you. Strength is about, obviously, strength, inner strength, mostly. It's about controlling a situation, bringing something into submission without using force. It's about talking softly, but carrying a big stick. You don't need to raise your voice. You don't need to use force. You still get what you desire, and you still come out successful using a different approach. I feel like this is someone trying to bring their own emotions and regret into submission. And I don't know why I'm getting this, because that's not like the general meaning of these cards. But that's the message I'm getting when I look at it as a whole. Bottom of the deck, the Nine of Swords reverse again. Exactly. It's like someone's trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel, not let their fears or anxiety consume them. Overcome their remorse, their guilt, So let's see how you are thinking, feeling about each other. What are the energies between you? So I'm going to have your energies on one side and your person's on the other. Feel free to flip them if they resonate more for you. Spirit, can we get some insight into the energies between Gemini and this other person that they're thinking about and connecting with at this time? What do we need to know about the energies between Gemini and this other person? Tell me about Gemini. Okay. Tell me about Gemini. I feel like a card wanted to come out, but it didn't. Tell me about Gemini. Breathe in. Take time to meditate and relax your mind and body. Tell me about the person Gemini is or will be dealing with. What do we need to know about their energies? Look at that. Paralyzing fear. There's that Nine of Swords. Fear is holding you back. So they have anxiety, fear, paralysis. I want to get another one. Can I get one more for Gemini? I feel like these are two complete opposites. Someone's very relaxed and this person's like on high alert. Both of you are not on the same page, at least when it comes to your connection. Tell me about Gemini. Balancing act. I feel like you're very balanced or coming into balance. Burdened heart. And I feel like it's because of what it's like you've learned from this. whatever burden or just difficulty this was, whatever burden you had in your heart, I feel like you're learning to balance this out within yourself. I'm picturing temperance. Tell me about this person Gemini is dealing with. Tell me about their energies. The person that Gemini is or will be dealing with. What do we need to know about them? Difficult decision. So they're anxious possibly about something that they have to do in regards to you. Okay, let me get a kipper for both of you as well. What else? What else do we need to know for Gemini? The energies between Gemini and this other person. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. Courtship, number 4. This is like very early stages, promises, dating. You could be dating, trying to date, meet other people. I also am getting the sense of like starting a connection over from the beginning, right? Like a new page, a fresh page, clean slate. Is that the word? Tell me about this person that Gemini is or will be dealing with. What do we need to know about this other person? Unexpected income, an opportunity. This is like the Ace of Pentacles for me, but I want to look at the Kipper deck. I want to look at the Kipper deck because I already know that in this particular deck, there's so many meanings for each card, like different interpretations for each card. So I want to start with courtship. So with courtship, early stages of a relationship. Social life, personal business meetings, arrangements, friendly encounters, etc. Yeah, like dating, meeting new people, early stages. Okay, so let's look at number 27. Unexpected income. Something from an unexpected source. So a surprise work bonus, a reduction in your bill. Suddenly, swiftly, surprisingly. Something lucky occurs around everyday financial activities. Sudden unexpected change and improvement. Unexpected message in love or an invitation or a message. Unexpected recognition. Improvement in money, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is the keyword unexpected. An unexpected change or an unexpected lucky break. I feel like this person is hoping that they get lucky with something, but I'm trying to figure out why. Maybe it's because they need luck when it comes to you. I'm trying to figure out why somebody would need a lucky break or something unexpected to happen in a positive way. And I feel like your person needs it because otherwise, why so much fear and anxiety? Right? I don't know. Let me get a secret moon for both of you. Can I get one more energy, please, for Gemini? Can I get one more energy, please, for Gemini? Gemini, I also feel like you go back and forth between feeling perfectly okay with what's happened and being reminded about the difficulty. Yeah, I'm working on myself. That makes sense. I feel like you're focusing on yourself, improving yourself, balance, finding balance in your life and how you approach love. Tell me about this person Gemini is or will be dealing with. What do we need to know about them? What do we need to know about them? Person Gemini is dealing with. Oh, I got 3. I regret what happened. Well, we know that already. I screwed up. Yeah, we know that too. And I'm having doubts. Yeah, so this is why your person, I feel, is the one that I think has the most regrets over what happened. I think they're struggling with coming forward or initiating something after that because of what they feel. So let's get some tarot in here. So can we get some insight, please, into the energies between Gemini and this other person? Tell me about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. See, Temperance reverse, Six of Wands reverse, Sagittarius energy with Temperance reverse. Can I get one more for Gemini? Can I get one more for Gemini? Oh, I got 3 more. Death reverse, Scorpio energy, Six of Swords, and 8 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, I have the King of Cups reverse. So the energy I'm picking up here, Gemini, is that something is not settled. And I feel like this is emotional. Like there's something for you that can't fully be over or isn't over. Or isn't able to change because maybe you don't have all the information, maybe it ended badly. Again, that feeling of, I feel like this is for the Geminis that have not received closure. Either things were left unsaid or something like that. I feel like this is for the Geminis that they wish that they can move forward into a new cycle altogether, but emotionally, they're not ready or they're not able to. They're unsuccessful. I feel like you go back and I'm starting to think this balancing act is not just you trying to balance your emotions, but actively work on yourself so that you don't fall into this yo-yo, this emotional yo-yo that maybe you're experiencing or have been experiencing here and there when it comes to love or this particular person. I feel like there's a burden still here for you. And it's a burden that I think a lot of you want to just leave behind. Like, it's almost like getting to the point where I don't even care that I don't have closure, you know? I just want to be able to move on with my life. I want to focus on other things. Maybe even invite new love in. But I think a lot of you, I don't know, it's almost like maybe that's not your path. Maybe you are meant to, and I don't know if this is like a past life relationship or something, but I feel almost like this, that there's a thread that's binding you both together, but I think there's a reason for it, and I don't think it's because of anything that we can really understand. Let's see. Now this 8 of Wands makes me think that, I don't know, maybe you're waiting for some sort of message to come in, but let me start here with Temperance reverse. Can I get some insight into why Temperance is reverse? Why is Temperance reverse, Spirit? 6 of Wands. Why is Temperance reverse? You have 6 of Wands reverse here as well, so I think this is important. Tell me about Temperance reverse. The Chariot. Yeah. So there's something here with movement, with the Chariot and the 6 of Swords. Cancer energy with the Chariot. Chariot shows up again. I feel like you want success, or you want to be headed on a path towards success, a direction that leads to success. I think in the back of your mind, some of you might be wondering if the past is where your success lies, or is it the future? You know, and unfortunately, you know, tarot can only go so far. Tarot is not really predictive in nature. I know that. Sometimes, let me not get into that. Basically, this is what I feel you are wanting to have. But I think there's an uncertainty with this energy. Let me see. Tell me about this Death energy reverse. Scorpio energy here with the Death card reverse. Why is Death reverse? Why is Death reverse? Queen of Pentacles. Okay, can I get one more? Can I get one more for death reverse? Eight of Wands. This I'm working on myself is this Queen of Pentacles. You've invested in yourself. I feel like you're doing well, except for this. I feel like on the outside you're doing great. If anybody were to look at your life through a lens, they'd say, Gemini, wow. I think also, I don't know. This Eight of Wands has shown up twice. And the Eight of Wands is about movement, action, communication. But this Eight of Wands is with a Death card reverse. Death reverse is resisting an ending, resisting a change. Not being able to fully end or change something. It's delayed, it's blocked. So I feel like it's almost like this can't really end unless you hear from someone or get some sort of information or action. Tell me about the Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands here? Oh my God, the Tower. No, Gemini, you already had a Tower. Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Jesus. Gemini. I feel like there's an incoming Tower, another one. But Gemini, don't despair, because I think all of this, as difficult as it has been, it's for a reason. All of this is coming together for a reason. Whether we understand that or not is totally different. You know, that's neither here nor there. It's not for us to understand. I feel like there's a Tower coming in, like communication, a Tower moment with communication or something like that. Tell me about this Tower. Tell me about this Tower. Why is the Tower here? The Magician. Wow. And the Two of Swords. Wow, a Tower with the Magician with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Exactly. I feel like no matter how you could be stubbornly blocking this or not really inviting this in or something with the Two of Swords, maybe undecided about whatever happens. Like you have no idea what to do once this happens. But I feel like this is all meant to happen, especially with the Magician here. It's almost like it was manifested. And the Knight of Cups is here too. So it's strange. I feel like I saw I didn't even hear this word. I saw it in my mind. Confirmation. It's like you get confirmation about something. Confirmation. It was like in big block letters. Okay. Interesting. Gemini, I feel like your main energy is almost like a back and forth between staying or leaving. I feel like you're at a threshold here when it comes to love with this particular person or whatever happened here. I think you've maybe asked yourself why you're still here, but this Tower is going to tell you why. Let's look at your person. What do we need to know about this person that Gemini is or will be dealing with? What do we need to know about this person that Gemini is or will be dealing with? What are their energies, Spirit? What do we need to know about this person? Five of Wands, reverse. Four of Pentacles, reverse. Oh, you can't really see. Let me move this up. Okay. What else do we need to know about this person that Gemini is dealing with? What do we need to know? Seven of Swords, of course. What's this? Judgment. Yikes. Okay. The Moon at the bottom of the deck. Pisces energy. I instantly thought of this paralyzing fear card. This is someone lost. Did I say that earlier in this reading? Your person's lost, Gemini. They don't know. They don't know how to navigate. They don't know if what they're feeling is real, if where the road will take them. And it's funny that Judgment is here, because Judgment is like an awakening. It's knowledge. It's knowing something. So I feel like your person has they're going through a difficult path where they're trying to come to this realization, or this realization is confusing them even more. Interesting that there's like butterflies here. So I feel like there's change happening for your person. But I'm also curious because the Moon is here and the Seven of Swords is here, which makes me question, right? Is this person hiding something? Are they being deceptive or secretive? But then the Five of Wands is here reversed, which is a card about kind of overcoming conflict. So let's see what this is about. Oops. Tell me about the Five of Wands reverse. I do feel this is someone that wants to overcome this situation. But it's almost like they have no idea how to do this. Tell me about the Five of Wands reverse, or are too fearful. Yeah, Seven of Cups. They have no idea. They're wondering, having doubts, unsure, evaluating their options, trying to figure something out here. Tell me about the Five of Wands reverse. Well, I just felt someone being very intimidated. This is someone, they're so intimidated by you. You're showing up as an Empress, very similar to this Queen of Pentacles. You have a lot of value. There's a lot of value here with you. Okay. For the Geminis that I'm speaking about, this person, they admire your looks a lot. But it's not in a shallow way. It's almost like maybe you have really nice eyes, very captivating look. It's like you soften this person. So it's very sweet, but it's also distracting because I feel like they shouldn't even be thinking about this right now. That's probably why they're still here with the Seven of Cups. Four of Pentacles reverse. This is kind of letting something go. Let's see if that's true. Sometimes this could be somebody stubbornly holding on to something. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles reverse. The Lovers, Gemini, Four of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, so they are afraid of rejection, clear as day. Clear as day. There's no, I don't even want to interpret it any other way, because to me, the fact that it's these three cards, these two cards together are rejection. Someone's not interested, blocking, resisting, not open. And then the Lover showed up, which is like you. This person seriously thinks or fears you're not going to be interested at all. Hold on. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Why is the Seven of Swords here? Justice. Well, that's interesting. Justice shows up again. Libra energy. It's a funny way of getting justice, the Seven of Swords. It's almost like the justice would not be... Okay. This is a very risky way, I should say. of getting justice, the Seven of Swords. Could I get one more for the Seven of Swords? Yeah. This is somebody that they I'm not getting deception. I'm getting, I don't want to say that. How do I say this nicely? This is not someone really thinking okay, this is somebody that, since they're so afraid of rejection, they are going to try to minimize the risk for themselves as much as possible. So this offer will be small when they come forward. They might even pretend to be like, it's like a friendly gesture or a gesture that they can dismiss later if it doesn't, like if it falls flat on their face, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to contact Gemini, and if she doesn't respond or he doesn't respond in the way that I expect, then I can just say, oh, I was just checking in on you. That kind of energy. Tell me about Judgment. I just don't think that's the wisest move. Tell me about Judgment. But you have to understand, this person's doing it out of a place of fear and anxiety. It's not a reasonable way of doing it, if that makes sense. Tell me about Judgment, which is interesting because Judgment is here. Why is Judgment here? Ah, Ten of Wands. They're not there yet. They're not there yet. They're almost at the finish line with this awakening. I think that they're in a karmic cycle, Gemini. I think that they are learning a very tough lesson. It's taking time.